नाज़रीन, हम मौजूद हैं आज वर्ल्ड पॉलिसी इंस्टीट्यूट के डेविड एंडलमैन के साथ, जो कि अफ़गानिस्तान के बारे में एक्सपर्ट माने जाते हैं। अब वर्ल्ड पॉलिसी इंस्टीट्यूट का जर्नल जो है उसमें एक आज ही मजमून शाया हुआ है, इसमें कहते हैं अफ़गानिस्तान ऑन द एज। इससे आइए डेविड एंडलमैन से बात करते हैं, पता करते हैं कि अफ़गानिस्तान में होने वाले इलेक्शन के बारे में वर्ल्ड पॉलिसी इंस्टीट्यूट क्या सोचता है। David, thank you very much for talking to us again.
Thanks for having me.
David, please tell us, what is your outlook for Afghanistan election?
Well, I think there are several possibilities. One is clearly that Karzai, the incumbent president, will win an overwhelming majority, that is to say more than 50% of the vote, in which case he will be elected. There will be no second round. If it's a landslide, I think there will be a lot of question as to how fair and just and legal, shall we say, the election was. What's probably more likely is that he will come in just under that barrier of 50%, and there'll be a runoff. And there are several people who could be along with him in the runoff. I suspect what will eventually happen is that Karzai will be elected. Again, the question will be the perception of whether it was a just and fair election.
So far, ISAF and American forces have not been able to keep secure, even Kabul secure. Do you think it reflects on Obama administration's performance so far?
No, I think it's a very complex situation, and I think it's certainly not even a question of whether the United States or NATO forces can keep the security, but whether the Afghan police and military can keep security. Remember, we have over 300,000 military and police forces fanned out across Afghanistan in the next 48 hours to try to make these elections secure. Obviously, you can't secure every conceivable polling place, every block, every village, every home. But I think they're going to do the best to make it as secure as they possibly can. And look, there will be incidents, there's no question about it. The question is whether it will dissuade large numbers of people, particularly in the south where the Taliban is particularly powerful, whether it will dissuade a lot of people not to go to the polls.
Great. So the recent interaction of Richard Holbrooke and other U.S. administrations seems like that America, although they haven't said it, it seems like they're on a nation-building project. What do you think America's exit strategy is or should be from Afghanistan?
Well, I think the exit strategy should be to try and develop a strong and secure Afghanistan so it can get out and leave Afghanistan as an important and non-terrorist hosting country in that part of the world. And obviously that's what Pakistan would like to see as well. That's what Iran would like to see, in fact. And this is the goal, certainly, of Holbrooke. I think there's no question about that, and all of the American negotiators. Now, this is not going to be a process that will take place even in the immediate aftermath of this election, even if it is a just and fair election and is accepted by the majority of the people. It'll take a long period of time. The Taliban are dug in a number of areas. They'll need to going in and trying to rebuild in a number of villages where the Taliban have been very powerful forces. All of this will have to change in the future, and I think it can. I think this is a first step towards a really a powerful, strong, and free Afghanistan in that part of the world.
थैंक यू वेरी मच। नाज़रीन, हम बात कर रहे थे वर्ल्ड पॉलिसी इंस्टीट्यूट के डेविड एडलमैन से, जिनका ये कहना है कि अफ़गानिस्तान में होने वाले आज के इंतखाबात और इनके रिज़ल्ट्स उस खित्ते के अंदर अमन के लिए बहुत अहम साबित होंगे। न्यूयॉर्क से कैमरामैन रेमंड पुगनुको के साथ समा टीवी के लिए इब्राहिम साजिद मलिक।